screen there, fourth in this pack, just up the inside, bit too much, asking too much of the front brake. The front
screens are right then.
Yeah, certainly not a day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
But Veda Pratama.
Veda Pratama track day tuition with his first student. Wheel, the front tyre says no thanks, and unfortunately Kerr Martinez gets sent
up into third place. You know, he came off, he was way
Second Danish and Brian Ariarte apparently.
Yeah, but of course, you know, they're following him through there.
Several feet, as an understatement, into the gravel.
Way down 15th to 3rd. What about that?
Goodness
in one
me.
lap.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's fair enough, but they don't really get to see what the 16-year-old Indonesian did to pass. Yeah, as you say, it's a you know, huge question because
quality, what a lad he is. So Veda Pratama finished up last year in this championship, 8th place in them. No.
You know, that was the trick bit, not going through there in 5th, you know, virtually flat out, but actually was, you know, Brian Ariarte made a mistake at the final turn in, I think,
the series. He didn't quite come away with a podium to finish
getting up the inside of them. How did he manage that?
Yeah, quite. Well, it's all changed as well for Pratama.
Race won last year, so he's not, you know, he's going to steer clear of that, hopefully.
Off the year at all, but he was certainly very close. He looks to be starting his season this year because he's joined the Junior Moto 3 World Championship with the junior talents.
But just what do you do? It does all come down to that last corner. It doesn't look like it.
With an absolute corker, though.
Yeah, and talking to him after qualifying, he wasn't happy. You know, he made the mistake.
He's living over in Barcelona, Spain at the moment. I think he's even going to an international.
Any of these three are going to make a break for it, get away far enough away for it not to be a last. He missed, you know, the end of qualifying, but he said, "Look, I'm just going to look over things. I'm going to."
School there as well. I saw him and a couple of others coming out of school in his Instagram stories the other week. So he's doing
a last corner battle.
And also, if we look at the lap times again, I mean, they've had to cross the line. Let's see what the lap time is there. So a 1:40.
Talk to the technical staff. I'm going to review my race from last year. I'm going to work off the experience I got from
the full rounds. About 15 race weekends for him this year, combined with the Junior GP. That'll do 49.5, 149.4, 49.3. Everybody else, Morelli just behind them at 140
last year. See if I can. Oh, and a nasty moment there for whoever it was behind Veda Pratama, but that's given
him a world of good.
And Brian Ariarte has seen the fact that Veda is splitting here. We're not even half distance.
9.6. Okay, Thompson was able to put in a 49.3, but that is not going to close down.
Veda a bit of breathing space.
Got to give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into
yeah, we're just coming up to half distance, and Veda has split. He's taken about a 10 bike length lead and
a 5-second gap now. So it really is between these three for the win, bar any. The 5th now in this leading group. Superb stuff from him. I was looking through his results from the European talent.
Brian doesn't want to see him. He says, you know, there's the usual. Get in behind me. Let's just
disasters for the race-winning chances.
And the guys know what it's like to run, you know, tyres.
Cup last year, and I wouldn't say he set the world alight, but Peter, that's what this series is all about.
See whether Hakim Danish follows the script and gets in beside this age. The Pirellis hang on very, very well indeed. They're tremendously, you know, predictable.
It's about equal machinery. It's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle.
Gets in behind him as they go after Veda Pratama, and Ariarte is closing down. That's acceptable. So even if they fade, it's a predictable fade. So the guys shouldn't be caught out. They, you know,
underneath you, and Fernandez doing superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Tom 10 bike lengths lead. It's back to about 2 now.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, the action
practice, they use used tyres and new tyres, so they're very well prepared for the race situation. As I say, you know, he didn't. He was fastest in first pre-practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as well.
Behind, we're not seeing too much of it at the moment, but it really is all action down to about 11. Well then, down the back straight we come. 4 laps to go. I mean, Peter, this is...
But obviously got things sorted now, because he's battling with the number 7 of Benyat.
7th place, 12th place, even 13th place, I think, actually, with Mitani and Plonk there. Because Christian Daniel Jr. An exciting race. It's gearing up for a crescendo right at the end. Just look at these riders.
Fernandez.
Zen Mitani, the number 34 Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd, can't cross the line in 6th position. He's now been pushed all the way back to 11th, so clearly it's all 3 abreast into turn 6. Benyat Fernandez thinking, oh, look at me, I'm already fighting for the top 4 and right on the grid. He is up into 13th now, so he's a real big beneficiary. Benyat Fernandez falls actually behind. I've got to say, actually, you know, TV Direction are listening in. I'd definitely like to get a look at Rookies Cup in my first race against the likes of Morelli. You know, this is way back down the order to 12th place, unfortunately, in the final corner. Must have run wide there. Positions 4 down to 13, I reckon, because this is all very interesting, but it's a bit follow the lead. This is not what the usual battles we're used to seeing, actually, though, is it? Even though it's still exciting. But yes, Mitani, Japan, this is probably the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia leader. Clearly, the big chunks being taken out of these KTM production machines is happening.
It is exciting, and I think, you know, it looks as though maybe Morelli, Fernandez and Thompson are going to get away.
Talent Cup for you lot since one a certain Tayo Furisato.
Yeah.
Behind this leading trio.
Yeah, that's right. So we've still got Veda Pratama leading, but they're, you know, they're lapping now the 140 in that second group, and they're going to be battling there as the top. And Zen, he was another one of those who made a mess of qualifying, and that is why he started on the 8th row of the grid. In low 149s, but Hakim's pole time was 148.2. 6 battling for that 4th place, which of course, if any of these guys make a mistake, suddenly becomes a battle for them. He was much quicker in the free practice sessions.
Well then, Peter, we have Spain leading Malaysia.
You know, a second quicker than they're now going.
Well then, we've also...
Podium.
Yeah, exactly that. So then, through the ultra-fast right hand, leading Indonesia, Veda Pratama is well and truly on the case. Is so got the number 77 Nico Martinez there, here we are. So this is that battle for 4. Brilliant. Look at this on this beautiful back section of the Circuito de Jerez. Angel Nieto steeps in so much history. Yeah, chasing down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he'll...
This, I mean, Carter Thompson leads them. You've got Fernandez behind them, Morelli there, Pugliese, the old sparring, isn't it? I mean, we do love coming here to have the opener of the Red Bull Rookies Cup every year. It's so...
What he is, he'll get sucked into those 3. He was super late on the brakes of the first lap. I wonder if he's going to do the same.
Partners for the European Talent Cup, now in the Junior GP Moto 3 Series, goes so spectacular.
It is indeed, and you know, the circuit's got so much. Same thing again. Can he go from 3rd to 2nd to 1st?
We have not seen an Indonesian rider all the way back to Guillaume Plonk, who's back again for
to offer. It really is a superb test of these young men. Hard on the brakes now.
At the front of Rookies Cup like this and being this sort of exciting since Mario Aggi was Super Mario and that little pint.